Hello everyone, and welcome to the demo of Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, which is a story-driven survival strategy game. And, obviously, it is set in the Star Trek universe. And, whereas I wouldn't call myself a Trekkie, I wouldn't go that far, I am definitely someone that prefers Star Trek over Star Wars. But yeah, definitely wanted to check it out. And since there was a demo, why not make a video on it? So let's jump right in and try it out. Live long and prosper. Stardate 48th. Something. A new ship, a new crew, a new mission. Yes. Today we embark on a mission to locate a Maquis vessel. Yes. With Chakotay. It's been a while since I've watched any of Voyager, so I will not remember all names, but yeah, Tuvok. Yep. Badlands are treacherous, yeah. And I know that there are mixed feelings about Voyager as a series, but personally, I like it. It's not my favorite, but I have no problems with it. Hello, Janeway. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the Academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. Hello, Paris. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I am the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis. Wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax. I was with the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Prison? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. Yeah. Alright, into the Badlands. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Well, we'll see if I am. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly a Maquis of the Year, Captain. But they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and, Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent, Tetrion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading towards us. Incoming! A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert! Helm, evasive maneuvers. No effect. The wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Oh boy. Aftermath. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and We're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sick bay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty, warp cores gone to grey mode. We're on reserves, barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. Eternal sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online. Now. Okay. Okay. Oh, we were already in that part. Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. No, you're not. Oh boy. The source of many headaches to come. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Alright. We are there. Again. Now we can get deuterium. Okay. Peace. Alright. Set course. Okay. Small debris field. Collect any easily accessible resources. That will give us 379. Use the tractor beam to try to clump up the debris for easier collection. So that one is fully safe. That one does have a risk to it. Yeah, let's go for that one. Oh no. Oh well. 4 cycles away. And so is that one. Both are class J. But there's more of interest in that direction, so... Alright. More deuterium on that one. Okay. Captain, we've detected massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of this Class J gas giant. Atmospheric conditions are harsh, but the potential fuel yield is exceptional. Deploy collector probes for a safer, though less efficient collection. Risk to fly directly into the atmosphere. We will do that one. I do not want to fly into the atmosphere. That's way too risky. Alright. Captain, we can now deactivate grey mode. Alright. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Alright. That's where we are right now. How do we increase it then? Oh, okay. I was clicking in the wrong place. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now, what about this thing, this array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Scan for life signs by hailing them. Scan for life signs. Scan the ship for life signs, Ensign. There's no one aboard, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? Several life forms aboard, Captain. Is one of them Vulcan? I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Alright. Mr. Paris, get us to a geranium deposit. We'll need to repair the transporter room. Okay, geranium. Scan? No. Nope. Nope. Ah. Of course. Okay, we detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful in here. Collect any easily accessible resources. Use a tractor beam. So it's basically the same as before, but let's go with that one. We now have all the geranium we need. Alright. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Alright. Repair it. Well, we will need more deuterium, so let's go. Construction report. Alright, transporter room. Cool. Transporters are back online, Captain. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. Captain, we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. Leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging from other parts of the ship. Yeah. Alright. That course. Alright, caretaker. Ensign Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Okay. Quick-witted. And, yeah, engineering and science, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice. And then we go with Tom Paris. Alright. Start mission. Alright. Captain? We seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? We have look for any footprints or special noises. Scan for any life signs or strange energy signatures. Well, that definitely feels like a Paris thing, and that's Kim. Yeah. Yeah, he's got slightly higher success chance. So let's do that. Okay. Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. Okay. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? So we should go with one of the Toms? That one should be pretty good, yeah, because it's very close to that. Yeah, let's go with Paris on this one. Try to read his body language for any clues. Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off, like he is putting on an act, but they can't quite put his finger on why. That feels weird. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. The old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the Marquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. Alright. Well, we should go with Kim this time, so basically one of these two. Try to analyze what these energy readings could be. Try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. Well, that one should be easier, right? Than that one? Yeah, definitely. So let's go for that one. Nice. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air. But before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wield farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion, the back wall dissolving to show a bluish glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. That is Chakotay, and I cannot remember her name, which is annoying to me. These people must be the missing Marquis. Yep, that's Chakotay. They are being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Yeah, we will wake up Chakotay. Okay. Tom rushes towards the tattooed man, hoping to shake him awake. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Tom can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Alright. Ooh, nice. You both leveled up. A sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Tom Paris unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Captain. What happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. What? But we were there for only an hour, right, Harry? Harry? He was just beside me. Then he's still on the array. But why were you released and not... The Marquis are hailing us, Captain. Putting them on screen. I'm Commander Chakotay of the Marquis. My chief engineer, B'Elanna Torres, yes, is missing. Is she with you? No, Commander. One of our own is also missing. It seems we share a problem, and it would make sense if we solved it together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Hello, Tuvok. Face to face. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and his Maquis crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Captain, this is Seska, one of my engineers, and Tuvok, my... Oh, I know who he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. As am I, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Were you going to deliver us into their waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you I performed my duties aboard your ship with the highest standards. Charming. And I see you have Paris with you too. Are you forming a Maquis Traders Club, Captain? You win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. We can't get back inside. They've sealed the entrances and are blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Alright. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. Alright. Switch on. Life support restored on Deck 5, Captain. Engineering office is now accessible. And, of course, it's a mess. We'll have to fix it before we can even use it. Repairs in progress. Until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. Yep. Can we... Yes, we can. Good. What do we have here? Ah, more uranium. Oop. Well, might as well scan this one. Yeah, it's the closest one, so let's go there. Hey! Nice. Engineering office fully operational again, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply, maintaining their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in that section first. Alright, so we're losing 100. Okay. Well, let's switch that on. Life support restored to Deck 2, Captain. Access to the mess hall is now possible. However, it has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access replicator rations again. Alright. How much do we have of that? 35, okay. Repairs in progress. Until completion, we should address crew accommodations. Ruined rooms must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Yeah, clear the debris. While waiting, yeah, I know. That's what we were working on. Yeah, let's do that. Seriously? Oh, we have full storage. Okay. Well, let's get some more uranium then. There we go. Mess hall done. Mess hall repairs are completed, Captain. We should switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. Replicator rations are now issued to the crew captain. Alright. Ruined room removal concluded. Great, maybe we can finally rebuild some crew quarters. My back is killing me from sleeping in the corridor. It'll do wonders for morale, that's for sure. Okay, maintenance, crew, technology, combat, and Borg technology. Alright. Emergency quarters. Sick bay. Holodeck. Okay. Yeah, we're down to minus 40. Nice. Have a call. The caretaker. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communications. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you! Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. The old guy with the banjo. Though he seemed a lot less jellyfishy back on the array. I'm Captain Janeway on the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity. Tell us where they are. Try to intimidate him. Let Chakotay talk. Scan the array for Harry and B'Elanna. Ooh. Yeah. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life signs of Harry and Taurus. No sign of them, Captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? Alright. Well, let's go for that one then. Appeal to his humanity. Tell us where they are. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. I understand, but I had no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. What kind of debt? What kind of debt? Maybe we can help. Weren't you listening? It can't be repaid. All I can do is protect them. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Damn it. We haven't gotten any closer to Harry and Taurus. You managed to get him to open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet diplomacy isn't so bad after all. Captain, if I may. I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander? It seems our paths are intertwined, Captain. Let's use this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. Agreed. Mr. Paris, I want you at the helm for this one. Let's find our people. Set a course for the 5th planet in the neighboring system. Maximum warp. Alright. Let's do that one. Okay, so... sector. So that's the one we need to go to. Okay. Ah, yes, the Ocampa. Yeah. Set course. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. There we are, Captain, and might I say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream. Responsive, agile. Don't get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we have here. A new lead. Following the caretaker's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry Kim and B'Elanna perhaps being held in this place? What's so special about this ugly old space rock? Yeah, let's do that. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses? They're consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team investigates the area. There is something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we'd better hurry. Do a general scan. Let's see what we can learn about this planet. It has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Why would anyone want to live there? Strange, but intriguing. Prepare an away team. We'll examine this world firsthand. Alright. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. Hello! Yes. First contact. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant? Hello, Neelix. Greetings! Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will? Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But, Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide, but, of course, a guide needs a little, you know. Compensation? Sounds fair. Wonderful! To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal! Alright. Nice. Well, I am going to end this video here. I mean, for people that have seen the first episode of Voyager, it's not really that suspenseful because they know what happens. At least in the episode. You can probably change outcomes here in this game, I'm guessing. Otherwise, it would be pretty boring. But yeah, for others, it will be suspenseful. You know, and a reason for you to maybe try it out yourselves. But yeah, I like this. It is definitely very nostalgic because of me having seen the Voyager episodes several times in the past. If you are interested in this game, then do check it out on Steam. By the time this video is out, the full release will have happened already. So you might even want to check that out. I know I will. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!